Bulls off the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for Chicago right now, Rajon Rondo is out there with Dwayne Wade. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Butler in at the small forward. The shot's good from Lopez.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
On defense, Chicago. You know, Greg, when Jimmy Butler is out there, you have to be aware of just how explosive a player he can be. When he turns it on and gets in that groove and feels the rhythm, he can completely take over a game with his scoring.
And, Kevin, I'm sure you remember that 53-point outburst he had last season. Butler has games where he has everything that kind of just falls into place. And he gets his scores in so many ways, but usually when he goes off, it's because he's getting to the free throw line.
Oh, such smooth footwork. The understanding of the game. Iguodala drawing the foul in.
The Warriors shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. He doesn't get the second one. Certainly one thing that you just love watching when the Warriors play is their passing.
Well, and those assists aren't just passes to an ISO. They are backdoor cuts and precision lobs that get them those dimes. It helps that the Warriors have great passers at pretty much every position on the floor and off the bench. Not only is this entertaining basketball, but it is effective basketball, as evidenced by their record. Man, so confident offensively. He's helping dictate the pace out there.
Curry passes to Green. Outside Durant. There's the triple. Chicago grabs the miss. Here's the floater. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And when you talk about what a two-way player is in the NBA, Jimmy Butler epitomizes that. I mean, he can carry a team on offense in so many ways. You know, he came up more so as a defender and has continued to wear that role with pride. And I think that's one reason why, if you're a Bulls fan moving forward, you have to feel good knowing that he's one of the cornerstones of your franchise.
Oh, that's the kind of basketball Durant wants to play. Moving the ball, finding the open man. I mean, it makes everything easier offensively.
Rondo dishes to Lopez. He kicks to Wade. Back to Lopez. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And usually you hear the two-way player and someone is talking about a big man. But Jimmy Butler can make that impact as a guard.
And that is what makes him special. I mean, few shooting guards can match his prowess and wingspan, coupled with his defensive instincts. And his leadership comes from the fact he plays on both ends of the floor. How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Rondo kicks to Butler. Lopez a screen. There's the pass to Gibson. Second chance effort. And Durant sends it back.
Well, you aren't going to sneak that shot past Durant, not with the reach that he has.
The Warriors trailing. Outside Curry. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Shot clock at 6. There's Green with the 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Good D, better O. He buried it right in his face. We call that hitting him in the head. That has to be frustrating if you're the D.
And here is Butler following Draymond Green's 3. It's stolen by Green. Curry against Rondo. Curry passes to Durant. Back to Curry. Here's Iguodala. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
That is phenomenal work down there in the thick of it. This is the kind of D you want to see from him every time down the court.
Thompson inside the line, and the Warriors tack on 2 more. Chris, we're seeing more and more big men be able to face up and knock down outside shots or even three-pointers. In your mind, who's the best shooting big man in the game?
Wow, I mean, that's a great question. You know, the best shooting big man in the game now, I say, still has to belong to Dirk Nowitzki. Your jump shot does not get old, and even though we don't see Dirk do some of the more spectacular things he did above the rim and attacking the basket, that jump shot still is pretty, still is effective.
Good point.
And I still love it. So, to me, Dirk is still the best shooter in the game.
Great perspective. Curry dishes to Durant. 1:19 left to play in the first quarter. Green, the basket good off the assist from Durant. Green's got 8 points.
Inside, outside, in transition. Draymond's an extremely versatile scorer.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. Let's send it out to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Fred Hoiberg. Dave?
Well, Kevin, they have a specific approach to tonight's game. He told me they have to get the ball into the paint as much as possible and take advantage of what they believe is a big inch for them inside. We'll see if they're right about that tonight. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Now here's Thompson after Dwayne Wade's miss, and it's Green with the jam.
This is what you like about Thompson, a shoot-first guy who's willing to make that extra pass.
And Wade to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. It's Durant on the wing. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
But it's surprising, Kev, to see so little urgency on the defensive side, especially with them losing this game right now.
Feeds to Wade. Back to Lopez. And that one drops.
Heads up, aggressive move. The smaller man on him takes him right to the rim.
Bulls shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Here's Curry. And another basket for Golden State.
Oh, great ball movement there.
17 seconds left to play here in the first. The Bulls have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. 12 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Can't nail the jumper.
Total breakdown on defense there, but fortunately he missed out.
And no good. And the basketball bloodlines.
Dad always watches more film than me.
Yeah, you know, it's great to have that blend of support and competitiveness around you really your whole life.
Yeah, you can try to put a little something over on your coaches from time and again, even your teammates maybe, but family, they'll check you every time.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
And we've really seen them get out and establish a real nice rhythm offensively in this game.
Yeah, entering the game with a terrific strategy. The guys are working together, feeding off of one another. That's being reflected in the stat sheet and in the score.
The incredible shooting pair of Curry and Thompson in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Durant, and it's Iguodala in at the 3. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
One thing that I don't think Steve Kerr gets enough credit for is the mentality and atmosphere he's created with the Warriors. His teams have been able to stay focused in their pursuit of 73. His team keeps a relaxed vibe among the players, yet they all play hard for him.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And Kerr, with the atmosphere of the Warriors, still knows when he has to get in their face and keep the team, Chris, from getting too lackadaisical. But the team is always on the same page.
Well, a lot of what an NBA coach does isn't so much X's and O's as it is getting everyone to work on the same page. You know, as a unit, Kerr has mastered that with every Warrior giving up either a few touches or some extra dollars to buy into the system and take this team to that elite level.
Outside Kerr. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Lopez a screen. Butler against Thompson. It's stolen by Green. Pulls it up. And Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Iguodala. Iguodala's got 3 assists now in this one.
Timeout.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
And really, you got to commend the Bulls for the success they've had in the draft. You look at that roster, you see a ton of big-minute players who were drafted by the Bulls. They've done a great job of finding players to fill roles within that team.
Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Chicago. And Thompson kicks to Green. And it's sent back by Lopez. Thompson inside the line. And the Warriors get it back from deep. Iguodala. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. McDermott kicks to Mirotic. Drops in the tray. Mirotic has got it back down to single digits for the Bulls. And with the Bulls and their draft success, a lot of it has come with picks, Greg, later on in the draft.
Yeah, the last lottery pick the Bulls had was Derrick Rose. Not a bad one there. But since then, they've drafted or made trades on draft day to find a ton of rotation players. Give a lot of credit to their scouting department for their continued success.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Poked loose. It's stolen by Green. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it was controversial in Chicago, but the Bulls hired Fred Hoiberg to replace Tom Thibodeau. Hoiberg played for a decade in the NBA, and at Iowa State, he was the fastest coach in school history to reach 100 wins. In Chicago, guys, it seems he's loosened the reins a bit, giving the players a little more leeway to shoot with confidence and air it out offensively.
The players have responded. Thanks, David.
The recognition of when to shoot, when to drive, Clay's got it down.
Grant with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Valentine kicks to Lopez. McDermott passes to Lopez. Mirotic the screen. 5 to shoot. Back to McDermott. Fader on the way. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. McDermott's got his first points of the game. Warriors leading by 12. Thompson dishes to Green. Curry kicks to Thompson. Back to Curry. Jacks up a 3. No good. Shot missing. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball.
You can't possibly watch Steph and not wonder what he is capable of this season. Many thought 300 threes was out of the question prior to his record-setting 2016 season. He goes and hits 402. Simply astounding.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And many tried to put into perspective what Curry did by hitting 402 threes last season, Chris. It's like saying a baseball player hits 100 home runs or a running back scores 45 touchdowns or so. I mean, the numbers are amazing.
The numbers are impeccable, but what I liked even more was Steph's attitude toward the whole thing. He said if he got close, he would go for it. He needed 8 going into the final day to reach an even 400. And he even put on the show, dropping in 10 on that night. 10.
Green, the pass to Thompson. Shoots the 3. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Well, check this out. He didn't have any threes in the first, but he kept shooting, and now he just knocked down his second in a row.
Time call here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Chris, during your playing days, you were named to the All-NBA team in 2001. Several All-NBA second teams. How much does it really mean to a player? How much did it mean to you to make those lists?
You know, it meant a lot, especially when your career is over, to know that, you know, you were one of the best, especially with the competition that was at the power forward position those years. I mean, could have given it to anyone with Tim Duncan and Dirk Nowitzki, Kevin Garnett. I mean, Rasheed Wallace, you look at those names of power forward just in that conference those years. So, I'm just proud that I, was one of the best at my position and had fun doing it. And the biggest thing, it was something that I've always worked hard for. It was a dream just to make it to the NBA. So anything else is gravy. But I'm definitely proud of those years in the league. You do it all in the name of wanting to win the championship, and, I trade all those in for a ring.
Great perspective. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for McDermott. Here's Mirotic. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. And it's 6 points for Nikola Mirotic.
He just looks more engaged this second quarter. A far cry from his disappointing play in the first period.
Here's Durant. Thompson against Mirotic. Stolen by Wade. Mirotic dishes to Butler. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Butler's got 8.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Curry with the 3. Hits it from three-point range. And the Warriors lead by 15.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
And here's Rondo after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Mirotic's shot is off. Gibson against Iguodala. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Bulls trail by 15. Rondo with it. Kicks to Butler.
Durant has really improved his impact on the defensive end.
And so that's the end of the first.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
First half in the books, Ernie. The first half went well, really well for Draymond Green. He had 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 steals. He struggled in their last game, but he's not having any problems tonight. And that's it for halftime as the second.
An amazing view of the new eastern span of the beautiful Bay Bridge, which opened in 2013. Welcome back to Oakland, everyone. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. A fantastic game from Draymond Green in this one.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
He's taking his time, not forcing anything, just getting his points within the flow of the offense.
So for Chicago right now, they've got Jimmy Butler, D-Wade out there with Rajon Rondo, and there's Robin Lopez, and it's Gibson in at the 4. Now here's Rondo. Lopez kicks to Butler. 6 to shoot. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Rondo. He's got 8. Well, it sure feels like more and more the league is demanded now. More players with skill at every position. Guys, Chris, who can dribble and pass and shoot. Do you think you'd have been even more valued if you played in today's game?
You know what? A legend once told me not to kind of look back and compare or to wonder about what could have been. And I don't know. I do like the fact that when I had that skill set, it was appreciated by my coach, teammates, and some fans. But for most people back then, they would say you're trying to do too much, or it doesn't mean anything to have 5 assists a game or to get guys involved. And, you know, for me, I just thought that the more you can do, the better you are at all skill sets, the more you kind of make yourself valuable to your team, the more you should be on the court, and it validates that. So for me, I just took all my favorite players and I stole from them. I wanted to be like them, and I thank the generations that came before me that allowed me to see what the game should look like, and then, you know, add my own little style and flair to it and do my own thing.
Good point. Now here's Rondo following the shot by Kevin Durant.
The defense got super lucky there because he does not miss many of those.
Down low. On the wing, Thompson. And it's good. Caught through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
I don't know if you know, Kev, but these guards out there tell you it's hard to rattle Thompson finishing through the contact.
Timeout.
It's the M1.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And Fred Hoiberg wants a timeout.
Well, many have wondered if Klay Thompson would be happy being the second option on offense. He's a great enough shooter and scorer to be the first option on most other teams. He's a team player and says he's happy with his role and prefers winning over stats.
Now here's Rondo. Lopez outside. The feed to Wade. And Durant sends it back.
Very slow start so far this half. They're only 1 for 4 so far.
Green.
With that violent pinball style, Draymond draws a high number of fouls inside.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. Free throw good, Green. One thing the Bulls have to deal with that is unique to their franchise, Greg, is an extremely high expectation factor from their fan base.
And when you have a rich franchise history like the Bulls, it's a double-edged sword. Fans can always look back at the great years in the 90s, but they'll always long for a return to those days, and sometimes the expectations can be too much.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we know Jimmy Butler made a big bet on himself back in 2014. He turned down the Bulls' 4-year, $44 million contract extension offer. It paid off. After a breakthrough season, he signed a new contract, a max deal for 5 years and $95 million. Instead of his decision, I was nervous. I'm not going to lie to you. Everything I put myself through, I knew what I was capable of.
He's come a long way, David. Thank you. No good from Grant.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger. Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Now, here's Grant. It's Butler that time on the assist by Grant. That's 10 points for Butler.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Wade passes to Butler. Stolen by Thompson. Green dishes to Durant. Curry wide open. Nailed from three-point land. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know what? Teams are 100% focused on Steph defensively, yet he still creates space beyond the arc.
Here's Grant. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Curry kicks to Durant. Outside for Curry. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Off target from outside. Bulls trail by 20. The shot by Butler, nobody around. They get it back. Grant outside. Wade against Thompson. Tries again, and the basket by Wade. Wade's got his first bucket in this one.
He's developed a nice in-between game. The D gave him way too much cushion.
Warriors leading by 18. And here is Curry. 10 points for him. Green with a screen on Butler. Three-pointer. And it's Curry again from deep. Curry's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Warriors. Chicago calls timeout.
Guard it.
Well, we hear so much about Curry and his offense, and rightly so. But you know what, Chris? He's an above-average defender in his own right.
He is not going to be considered one of the best all-time defenders at his position. But he is a very solid defender and has improved in that area every year he's been in the league.
The Bulls making a switch here. Mirotic is checked in.
When he gets it that close to the basket, usually it's a sure flush. But the defense stepped up and stopped him cold in the tracks.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And here is Grant. After the three-pointer from Klay Thompson, it's stolen by Green. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
No, well, you just got to keep feeding him the ball. Everything he shoots has been gold so far. The Warriors do so many things well, but what they are most known for is their ability to shoot it from deep. Led by the Splash Brothers, but everyone on this roster can shoot a three. They can turn a 2-point lead into a 15-point lead in under a minute when they start letting it fly from outside.
Now, here's Grant. There's a good screen. Here's Wade. And the Bulls with another miss.
That was just textbook defense. As soon as he caught the ball, the D surrounded him.
And the stats for the Warriors, three-point shooting over the last few seasons, is just astounding.
Well, just look at the stats. As a team in 2016, they shot 41.6% from beyond the arc, by far the highest mark by a team for the season. Actually, is the second highest percentage all time in the NBA, trailing the 1997 Charlotte Hornets. Oddly enough, that Hornets team also featured a three-point sniper, a Curry. Dale, Steph's father, was one of the better ones.
Rajon Rondo is checked in for the Bulls. And you can count it, he'll go to the line with a chance to make it three. So Iguodala will go to the line. That's on Dwayne Wade. Taj Gibson's checked in for Chicago. The Warriors have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Here's Butler. He's got 10. Gibson the screen. From outside the arc. Drilled it right as the clock hit all zeros.
Wow, what a clutch shot. He's got nerves of steel.
Woo! Nice. Able to keep his composure in the game's biggest moment. That's all about confidence, folks.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Here's Rondo. It's the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. Iguodala out there with Durant, and it's Green in at the 5. That's the Warriors' 5. Now here's Rondo. It's stolen by Curry. They swipe it. Snell kicks to McDermott. Bulls moving the ball around. Valentine. Not enough on that one as it misses.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Curry passes to Iguodala.
Oh, come on. Did you see that? Did you see that? I tell you what, you've got to build a wall around the bucket to keep this man from attacking.
And Greg, even then, he might just go over it. Check out the elevation he gets here. My goodness. And that replay is sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Nice shot by McDermott.
He's not your typical gunslinger from downtown, but he found a soft spot in that defense.
Curry dishes to Green, and it's Green with the jam.
We know about the playmaking ability of Draymond, but he's showing that he's just a prolific scorer.
Outside Rondo. Rondo is screen on Thompson. Out to the right wing. 5 on the clock. Here's Rondo. They grab their own miss. McDermott. Rondo against Curry. Rondo kicks to Felicio. Leaps for it. A second chance effort. And it's Curry with the rebound. The drive by Green. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Really left alone that time. 8 points for Doug McDermott.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
From deep, Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And when Draymond sets his feet, catches, and releases in rhythm, watch out.
Here's Snell. He's covered by Iguodala. Now Valentine. Here's Snell. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. The Bulls making a switch here. Grant's checked in.
I can't lie. It still baffles me the year the Warriors had last season. Just outstanding basketball from them on all fronts. Nobody thought that the 96 Bulls win record was in jeopardy at the start of the season. By the end of the year, the Warriors were able to top it with an incredible 73 wins. I never thought I'd see that mark broken.
Now Grant after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Grant the pass to McDermott. Warriors with the rebound. Durant's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Now here's Durant. And a miss there on the triple. Now here's Valentine. D right on him. Grant dishes to McDermott. Durant with the steal. Cuts off the pass. For 3. McDermott can't get it to go.
Oh, Kevin, he positioned himself perfectly and had all the room to drop that one in. Just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Green. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Good recognition by Draymond. I mean, he sees that he has the defender right where he wants him. Oh,
free throw drops for Green. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Both free throws good from Green. Chicago's gone past the 3-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Rondo kicks to Lopez. Butler on the wing. Lopez sets a screen for Butler. Just 5 to shoot. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And the first one drops. So for the Bulls, Tony Snell comes in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Valentine in for Dwayne Wade. 1:52 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Curry with the 3. Sinks the 3-pointer. Curry's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Oh, you got to try to cut Curry off. That's how he makes you pay for a quick pull-up.
Valentine setting the pick for Rondo. Here's Gibson. And again, no good by Chicago.
They look to him to bury those kinds of shots, even with the D all over him.
Green. And Gibson sends it back.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Draymond Green.
The energy he had, the will he showed at the offensive end was unbelievable. Even if we don't expect anything less for him, you still have to appreciate this kind of performance all the same. He was a monster out there.
Thompson inside the line. He can't hit that time. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Fires from deep. Draymond Green pulls it in. Outside Durant. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
Well, look, you always want to give your all for your home crowd, and so far, they have done just that.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
Now to the lineup for the Bulls. Doug McDermott.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth. Snell from outside. And it's Iguodala with the rebound. Thompson inside the line, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
When one guy gets hot sometimes, it's infectious. The team does too. That's what seemed to happen for them on that play.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here.
Thanks very much. Kevin, how did you guys get this win tonight?
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Draymond Green.
He was dominant, throwing one haymaker after another, and the crowd absolutely loved it. They were eating it up. It's a love affair between him and this city, especially when he's tearing it up like that. He delivered a beauty tonight.
I'm floored by how well he shot the ball. He was unstoppable. I don't mean just the points. The ability to create opportunities for himself and then deliver, now that's a superstar effort.
And that's it